Hi, I'm Lawrence Brittain, host of the John will Rock the Boat show. Today I have a special guest with me, Roger Barrow, South African rowing coach and World Rowing Coach of the Year. So Rog, you've shown quite a bit of interest in Rock the Boat and often field some of your top crews on the water. Do you use Rock the Boat as part of your selection?
Yeah, for sure. I think the Rock the Boat format is epic to really get great racing. And being down here in the tip of Africa, we don't always have quality international racing all year round. So it's a great opportunity for close racing, and at the end of the day, for me to assess who's the fastest and see if new athletes are coming through, and give them the opportunity to try and prove themselves.
Winner. What do you think about the Rock the Boat times and what they use to work out the winner? And do you think that they are biased towards any age groups or any specific boat classes?
Yeah, I think over time they've evolved, and I think sitting with James at the moment and looking through his database of times, I think it's really good, and I think they're on a world standard, looking at the world best times, and then going down to under 23s, a few percent slower, under 18s and under 16s, and even down to under 15s and under 14s. And I think it just shows the standard of if people want to say they're good or they want to be world class, it's certainly a regatta that even at a 15 level, if you're getting on the podium, you can say you're probably one of the best top under 15s in the world.
Yes, that's awesome. I think that's going to be some good racing on the water there. And do you like the format of Rock the Boat where it allows school kids to race some of your elite athletes and even beat them sometimes?
Yeah, for sure. I think the format's exceptional. I think for young kids, especially in eights, the junior eights, to be racing against the men's pair. I think you were in a men's pair racing some of these junior eights last year. I think it's epic for the guys sitting on the line. It's not so easy for the smaller boats. It comes down to wash. But as we know in philosophy in our national squad, that sport's not always fair. And I think some of the racing there is not always fair. But it just makes for a great environment. And I think athletes can walk away with really good expertise, the experience of it, realizing that a wash might hit you, it's not always fair in rowing, and really grow as an athlete.
Yeah, I think it's going to be exciting out there. Other than rigging boats, what is your next favorite thing about being a rowing coach?
So these we've got to the funny side of the talk now. Yeah, rigging boats aren't my best thing to do because it's pretty mundane. However, to have a really fine boat, a really finely tuned boat, and then feel that you can often change a slight pitch here or look at a rigging that can make the athletes go faster. I think the passion that sits in me is how do I make a rower row a boat faster? One is ensuring that they row technically really well, but the other side is rigging. Within our squad, we spend a long time looking at physiology. That's what sort of ticks me, and trying to make rowers at the end of the day move the bow ball from A to B as fast as possible.
Winner. So lastly, we've seen some interesting combinations on the water from your team, and do you think the winner will come from the elite team, and who would you put your money on for Rock the Boat?
Yeah, I think Rock the Boats, they've definitely improved their times. However, a few years ago there was an under-16 girls squad from St Mary's. I thought they were a very good standard for under-16 girls, and I think they won that year. So they did really well. I think this year, looking at Kirsten McCann, she still didn't get what the result she wanted at the Olympics, and she's come in the new season really fighting fit and strong and starting the new international season off well. So I think she's going to be a hot contender in front, going for that women's lightweight single. We're trying some other boat classes. So we're trying a new thing called a heavyweight men's double with some athletes who were good at sweep ball, and we're trying to teach them to scull. Some are okay, some not so good. They might put a little bit of pressure on. And then the under 23 group, some new juniors, Tabello, he could be in the single. He might push that and get onto the podium. Under 23 lightweight double of Obi and Vaughan might push it. I see the Cares First Eight. I think they've been going really well, and we can really judge them how they go. And also the Cares First Team Sculler, and there's the St Albans First Team Sculler. So I think it's really open to everybody, and it will be a great Saturday to realise who actually is the best.